the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You don't see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long style made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blind as back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Defense on deck, on deck. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Right, 15, 14.
Just like that. Just like that. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Set the tone.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Running on first down, Eckler. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
That's how we do.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, 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 hey. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson forced out to his left. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Green 80!
Hey, tight.
Good job right there.
Check 6 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 5-4. I got one. Showing it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big back Fournette and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Going on the ground with Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Jaguars
19.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Reload. Mike, 48. Mike. Twist. 48. 48 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go. Watch twist. Bang. Check 26. One left. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Ready to break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
30 base.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. Pop. Whip. Watch the whip.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Echo.
They're going to try and throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Lucky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Run it.
Hey, exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
57. Mike 57. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, seam 6.
57's Mike. Watch the curl. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. It's just me and you. It's just a go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he fires one incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch his flag.
Hey, Duke.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
10-2 start.
Check. Check 3.
Christian Travis.
57 to Mike.
57.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Check, check. General West. Hey, I-7.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the 29, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive. but 2 incompletions since.
Go! Go!
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, box drop! Box drop!
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
He can't, hey, lock it!
He's not going to get me. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Go, go.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Let's put him on.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey,
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
go.
This time, Wilson will throw. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Better bring it. You better bring it. Smooth. You better bring it. 57. Mike, 57.
No chance. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey,
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
It's Eckler again. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
0-0. March 56. March 56.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, 0. Good try.
Throwing again. Wilson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Let's go, baby.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, 0-0.
SOS.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson going to throw again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's got Lockett. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watch this left. Watch this.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 50. Watch the out. Hey.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
No.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, here we go.
Here's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
It'll be Minshew again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Mike, 57. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Minshew sets to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day, every day, any day.
Right there, 54.
Ready?
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Big grip. Big grip.
On 4th down, Minshew. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Everyone, 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Cut.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, let's bring it. 44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. Shift. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Slam. Check. Watch out. Shift. Switch. Deuce.
Bang out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert.
Mike's 50. Check the outs.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
For our Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's a party now.
18.
Check 49.
Got it.
Hayward. Mike's 50.
Gun.
Switch. Mike's 50.
Check.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they